ShowMeTheCurry.com. I'm Hital.
I'm Anuja, and today we're going to show you how to make keema mutter. Now keema is basically ground or minced meat. You can use any type of meat. You can use goat or lamb or beef, chicken, turkey. Choice is yours.
And if you're a vegetarian, don't worry. If you eat eggs, then we'll show you a variation of this recipe using hard-boiled eggs. So here's what you'll need.
2 tablespoons oil, 1 bay leaf, 1-inch piece cinnamon stick, 1 black cardamom, 2 green cardamoms, and 2 cloves, 1 large onion finely chopped, 2 teaspoons each of minced ginger and minced garlic, green chilies finely chopped to taste, half teaspoon turmeric powder, red chili powder to taste, salt to taste, 2 teaspoons coriander powder, 1 teaspoon cumin powder, 2 large tomatoes pureed, 1 pound of minced or ground meat, half cup frozen peas, half teaspoon garam masala, 1/4 to half cup water depending on desired consistency, finely chopped cilantro for garnishing. And for the keema, we are going to heat up a medium-sized pan on medium heat, and we're going to go ahead and put in the oil.
Now we're showing you 2 different variations of keema. So the beginning part is the same for both. So we're going to make the masala using double the quantity here than what our recipe says, and at the end we'll divide it out and show you the variation.
And once the oil is hot, we're going to go ahead and add in our bay leaf, the cinnamon sticks, the black cardamom, and the green cardamom and the cloves. Just going to give it a quick 30-second fry. Alright, we're ready for the onions. And we're going to go ahead and add in a little bit more salt once it's nicely mixed in. And we're going to let this cook for about 15 minutes, and then we'll add in the ginger garlic. Also, we're going to cover it so it just cooks a little faster.
Be sure to keep an eye on your onions and give a frequent stir so they don't stick at the bottom.
So it's been about 15 minutes, and we have actually stirred it in between as well. And the water is actually dried out. The moisture from the onion has totally dried out. And we're going to give it another good mix, and we're going to go ahead and add in the ginger and garlic paste. Okay. And another very good mix, and we're going to let it cook now in the open for another 5 minutes.
Okay, so our onions have browned now. And you can see the oil separating from the sides. So we can go ahead and add in some green chilies.
And we're going to also go ahead and add in our tomatoes. Give it a very good mix. And we're going to again wait for the oil to separate from the tomatoes and the onions. Also, we're going to go ahead and cover it at this time. Okay, so within about 10 minutes, we're going to give it a good mix, and from here onwards, we're going to cook it uncovered.
So our masala is done now.
Yes, and actually we've cooked it a little bit more. If you notice, it's a lot darker than we usually keep our masala. And the reason why we do that is because we want the keema to have a very good dark color. And otherwise it's going to look bland, and you don't want that. So we cook it a little bit more than we cook our usual masala. Also, what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and add the rest of the masalas. This is chili powder, red chili powder, optional, and the turmeric powder, the coriander powder, and the cumin powder. We're just going to give it a very good mix and then turn it off. And we've got a pressure cooker. And we're going to reheat the masala and just to get it up to a little warmer temperature.
Alright, masala looks hot.
Also, we've gone ahead and washed our mincemeat. We've just kind of rinsed it so that the water just runs through, so that it's just clean, just mentally feel better. And make sure the water drained out nicely. And you're going to go ahead and add it. You're going to mix everything nicely and just make sure the meat gets sealed in. So you kind of see the color of the meat changing. Alright, that looks good. We're going to go ahead and add a little bit more salt and the water. This is about half a cup of water. Just depends on how much gravy you want, or you want it dry, or but you need a little bit of water because you're going to be pressure cooking it. So you need to have it. It should have a little bit of water in it.
Now you can also make this if you don't have a pressure cooker on the stove itself, but it'll take a lot longer for it to cook.
And now we're going to let it give one whistle, and then we're going to lower the heat and put it on simmer, and it will cook for another 20 minutes. And after that, we'll wait for the pressure to go down and then open it.
Okay, we're going to lower the heat to a very low simmer and simmer for about 20 minutes.
Okay, it cooked for another 20 minutes after the whistle on very, very low. And it actually kept the whistle, for this particular pressure cooker, the whistle kept going, you know, I think it went quite a few times. And that's absolutely fine. As long as it's on very, very low, it'll just keep cooking and cooking in the pressure. So after that, we've let the steam go, and we're going to open it.
Let's take a look. Wow.
Yeah.
Really nice color, right?
Yes.
Nice deep color.
That's because of the masala, because we made sure it was like nicely cooked, you know. So we're going to turn on the flame again. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and add in the peas. I've actually cooked them in the microwave for a minute with just a little bit of water. And I'm going to put it in here. And the peas are actually optional. And it just gives a really good, you know, it looks pretty because otherwise it's just brown.
It does. They jump out at you.
Right.
It's a fresh color.
So anyway, we're just going to give it a good mix, and we're going to go ahead and add in our garam masala. And then of course check on the salts if you need any more. And if you want more gravy, you can go ahead and add in more water at this point and give it another couple of boils. But otherwise, for us, this is perfect. This is how we want it, and this is how we're going to keep it. And at the time of serving, of course, you garnish with
cilantro.
wow. There you go. So join us again in another episode of ShowMeTheCurry.com.
Adding a pinch of spice to your life.